we have talked about the Suns constantly this this season, and let's just be brash. The Big Three experiment has not worked. Are we counting this as one of the worst, if not the worst, Big Three experiment of all time in NBA history?
I wouldn't say the worst.
All right, let's have a few examples.
Yeah,
have a few examples. We have Jimmy, Joel, and Ben.
They did well.
You have Brooklyn.
Which one? Which one, Brooklyn? There are a lot of big threes.
Oh, I
in
forgot. You forgot the OG Brooklyn Big Three.
That might have been the worst one.
No, but they made the playoffs though.
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah.
The Suns in the playoffs?
They actually went to the second round.
Okay, that Raptors team was not good.
But this team ain't good either. They made the playoffs.
They made the playoffs last year.
But both Brooklyn, and what happened last year too.
Did they get swept last year?
They got swept last year.
Who got swept last year?
Yes.
Was it a sweep?
They got swept. They didn't win a game. They haven't won a playoff game together.
Who? Talking about
The
Phoenix
Big
team.
Three last year.
Oh,
Yeah, they haven't won a playoff game together. And then
I'm
you
fighting for you.
You still got that Minnesota Big Three with Rudy, Cat, and
Is that a Big Three?
3 max players. Yeah.
That's nasty. That might be the worst then. Strength off Rudy.
Man. And then you got OKC with that was prime.
They went to the finals.
The team you went, no, not that OKC team. The one he was on.
You talking about Russ, Melo, PG?
Yeah.
Was Melo a max? He wasn't a max guy.
He was getting paid, I think, still like $20 million a year. Yeah, he's still getting paid like $20-something million a year, though. It's close to a max.
The most disappointing, but it was just unfortunate, is by far the Nets. With the James, Kai, and KD. But that was just unfortunate.
Yeah,
circumstances.
That was injuries.
Yeah, that had nothing to do with the talent.
I mean,
this one right here with KD, Brad, and this is just a bad team. Like, it's just, I mean, they're in the playoffs right now.
by a game. And AD come back probably tomorrow.
It's nasty. Let's go. It's nasty.
Like,
it's nasty work.
Look, there's no way the Mavs have not had above 8 players in 2.5 weeks, and they've only gained 1 game on them.
Yeah, it's sick work.
They've only gained 1 game on the Mavericks this whole time.
It's sick word in Phoenix right now. And
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I have no comment. I'm serious. I don't even know what to say.
I'm gonna be honest. I think he's like that because it doesn't make sense. It shouldn't be this bad.
Because at least every other team I named, they at least made the playoffs.
We talked about it. We felt like they got better this summer. You had Tyus. You had what's his name? Morris.
Oh,
yeah. You got.
But you still, the part that we didn't factor in, and I didn't think about it in that moment when we was talking about that.
It's coaching.
That.
Yeah.
But you got 3 dudes who want the ball.
Yeah.
Think about that. You got 3 dudes who are ball dominant. Got to have the ball to do stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, none of them want to play off the ball.
This is the first time in Brad Bill's life, not life, but he's just a spot up shooter. He's a spot up, and he has to guard the best player on the other end.
Well, he's never been a third option either.
Yeah. That might
Even
be
when he played with
John
John Wall, John Wall was a real point guard. He was a real facilitator. So John scored, don't get me wrong, but John still would pass that rock. And then he came off a lot of pin downs.
Yeah, he's still getting 20 plus a night.
You got to think. You got to think about the big threes, man. Bron, D Wade, Chris Bosh. Big threes. Who else we got? Giannis, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. There's a pecking order.
Yeah. And everyone
this pecking order in Phoenix is kind of like, KD, you the guy. Bookno, you the guy. KD, then Brad, we know Brad's the third guy. So it's kind of like.
What it should be, KD, Book, Bill. Period. I know Devin Booker don't want to take that back seat, but I mean,
yeah, because he feels
exactly
not
because we talk about the best shooter to ever play this game. It was Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson.
And
Steph took it back. I mean, Steph's numbers were drastically down. Not drastically, but they were down when KD was there.
Yeah, but even then, because of how, their floor of their offense was just different. So they even days.
But that's what he was saying.
They could alternate days.
But that's what he was saying. Like, it's just two different styles. Like, Steph don't need the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? He don't need the ball.
Klay doesn't want the ball like that.
And that's what people don't understand about why Luka and Kai work. Kai don't need the ball. Kai moves well without the ball. He could play off the ball. He preferably would want to play off the ball. Like I said, he still didn't have the ball. He didn't need it. It wasn't like it was like, I need to have this in my hand every single time. I think that's where it kind of looked. And, hey, listen, I bet you they wish they still had that young crew.
Yeah, you kept Aiden.
Aiden, CP, Book, Mikal, Cam.
Because even if you wanted to say, like, oh, you want a youth over CP, that's when you get, like, a Tyus Jones. And cool, you can do that.
But hindsight's always 20/20. At the end of the day, when you got a chance to get Kevin Durant, you're going to go get Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but I don't think KD is the issue. He's not the big issue here at all.
He's not an issue at all.
That's what I'm saying. I don't really think he's
a man
an issue.
that's frustrated that wants to win, and he understanding that I'm not young no more. I'm at the end of my career in a sense, so I want to maximize these years that I have to try to win. I feel that that's a lot of his frustration. I know it looks bad sometimes when they see him arguing back and forth with the coach, but
I mean, he's KD though.
He's frustrated.
Press him about it, but this is my thing. Do you think this will change the way GMs look at forming together big threes now? Like, you think they'll think twice about doing this?
I think this goes more into letting something. You can't really judge something off 1 year.
Right.
I think this would all come down to. No disrespect to Bud, but the year they won a championship, he was on the way out. True. If KD didn't wear a size 20,
yeah, they would have been gone.
Bud was gone.
Yeah.
Won a championship, got another year, got fired the next year.
Which is insane. But
got an extension.
Yeah. And then you got, who was the coach before Bud got there?
Was it Jason Kidd? Yeah.
No. I'm talking about it with the Suns.
Vogel.
Frank Vogel. Mm-hmm. They were in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They lost to a better team. Okay, bet. I lost to a better team. Just give me a better roster. Why are we panicking?
Yeah.
Panicking. They blew it up in 2 months because the Ayton shit got dumb toxic.
Yeah.
The Ayton thing was super toxic over there, and nobody wanted to play with the motherfucker.
Yeah, he needed a fresh start.
And then he needed a fresh start. And then at that point, you had CP, and they just, God knows, man, you put CP on that team. They had it. They had CP, KD, and Book. It's the perfect, you got literally the point guard. No offense, Ray.
You good.
You got a guy who's done it at a high level for 20 years that is top 3 in assists.
All time.
It has, bruh, he got the Spurs looking like a functional group.
If Wemby did get hurt, they probably get that last
He would have had them in place.
Yeah, they would have been in the playoff team.
They respect him. You know what I'm saying? When he speaks, they're going to listen.
Yeah.
Rather than Tyus Jones, no offense to him. I love Tyus. I think he's a great player. Very underrated point guard. But KD and Booker look at him like, man, shut up. They ain't going to do that to CP.
Come on. Because CP going to be like, look, K.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Listen.